Okay, hope everybody's enjoying the weekend and is getting ready to go back and do some trading tomorrow. Today is June 29, 2014. This is a short little video that I want to go to a few stocks that was referred to me or alerted to me by a fellow trader, a stock tweak, Thundersforever. So you might want to give him a shout out or give him a little follow, because if you're into day trading, he certainly has some pretty good selection. Although he's focused on day trading, but some of these selection that he put out was also good for swing trade. And recently he alerted me to a few of these, and I kind of look at it, and I just want to go over a couple of them. Three of them that recently brought to my attention. The first one is, I believe it's called VVUS. It's a biotech, pharmaceutical type of company, and it's a low price. So let's take a look at it. When it first alerted to me, and I kind of did a little quick analysis on the chart here, and basically that's what I posted, back, on the 24th, which is on, I believe, last Tuesday. And you can see that it is kind of forming like a little bit of a inverted head and shoulder here. If we look at this little bit of a formation, maybe this is a pending shoulder that's being formed. And then using the major move, we're talking about maybe project up to this 643, which is close to this little gap fill here, right? So somewhere around this gap fill. So essentially I got this target zone up here. So since then, we sort of move a few days ahead of time. So right now it's going to dip a little bit lower, but again, we're basically looking for this head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder formation to be formed. And if I move this trend line here, because we basically have this little, kind of trend coming up, and you could probably look at, some potential aggressive early trigger, off the bounce of the trend line. And again, there's two ways to play a lot of these different things. Some of the more obvious way is these breakout. Remember when I talk about some of these breakout, you see these baseline breakout. A lot of time you got these computer program that's in the to kind of jerk around doing these shake and bake on that, on a big on these breakout. But you can also play the bounce off of support, which is a little bit more aggressive. You basically play the price into the breakout instead of playing off the breakout. So you might want to take a look at it, the possibility here that it might setting up something that might give you a trigger to play off the bounce and into this breakout. And then when it break out, then you might catch the big move up to this particular gap fill area. Okay, so because if you play into the gap, into the breakout, you could also have more flexibility or more option when you get there, that you can move your stop and set up a break-even trade or scale out and then let some of the remaining position run. So you might want to kind of take a look at some of those. And many times in my video I talk about these type of setup, these type of trade possibility. But again, it's not for everybody. If you don't feel comfortable with it, please, don't trade based on something that somebody tell you. Trade based on something that you feel comfortable with. Okay, so this is VVUS, and essentially that's the play. All right, the other one is live deal. Okay, this is also kind of interesting because you can see that it's coming down on this trend line here, and it's basically been hugging this trend line and found some resistance and kind of push back. But again, right now it seems to be, you can look at it, it might be forming a sort of a cup and handle pattern, and you could do a little bit major move on here. But in addition to that, we're basically looking at this thing again. You see that it's finding support on this trend line here, and also recently it's kind of booked to this downtrend. So right now you could see, maybe find some setup here, some trigger point to play it into this break, this baseline, and play into this breakout, right? Because if we do get a breakout on this thing, and let's say we see this low, inverted head and shoulder or whatever you want to call that, and we just get this major move, then essentially you could get it up here to this pivot point somewhere around this 828, 830 level up here, and maybe even possibly get back up to this 9ish area. So that's the other one you might want to take a look at. And then this other one, I don't even know the name of this thing, but it's PVC. It basically is a poultry meat company, so right now it seems to be forming a nice a little bit of a flag on this pullback, and just recently broke out. I think on Friday it was heavy volume as well, so we might want to keep an eye on that, because if we go back and expand that into the weekly chart, and you can see that there is quite an amount of room for us to run if we want to get back up to the previous high here, which is somewhere around the 40. So if it break about this resistance, basically this resistance level here, we're talking about, if we could break about that, then you can see this nice, little bottom here, kind of, so yeah, maybe it could come back up, come back down on the long term and then pull back in. But right now it seems like, this thing is ready to break through here. You might want to keep an eye on this breaking out about this 27 area, and possibly play it up at least, the next level could be somewhere around this 32, and then who knows, might make it back up to this level somewhere around the 40 plus area. So these are the few of the stock that sort of caught my eye, and definitely a couple of them I might go and keep an eye on it in the coming week, and possibly maybe if it get interesting, I might set up something and put some money on them. So good luck on your trading for next week.